Hello everyone and happy Friday. I am here with my 5-Minute Friday where I show you a card that you can make in less than 5 minutes. Today I'm going to be showing the Thoughtful Journey Designer Series paper again. I know I've showed this before, but I am really loving it and we have it on sale through tomorrow. So if you haven't placed an order this month to get Designer Series paper, you have through tomorrow to get several of our papers 15% off, which is always great to get a deal on those. So I am gonna look at my watch here and get it set so I can see if I make sure that I do this in less than 5 minutes. I'm gonna just show you the other things I'm working with. So Thoughtful Journey paper. I've got this everyday greeting set. This was new in our catalog this year and I really like the set. It's just got some, I love when they have 2 different fonts in a stamp set. And then I'm going to be using, these are the in color shimmer gems, and then these are just called the resin dots. So I have both of those that I could be using with this card. And then I am using Petunia Pop. I have really been loving this. This is my favorite of the new in colors. Although they're all great, but I've been using this one the most right now. If you have any of the in colors, let me know which is your favorite. They are pretty fun. Well, I'm gonna start my clock. All right, I'm gonna start with the Petunia Pop paper here, and I'm gonna cut this at 5.5. That's just your typical card base. And then I'm gonna take a white piece, and I'm gonna cut this at 4.5 by 3.5. Whoops. Scoring is not going to cut it. All right, I'm going to get this out of the way here. I have extra paper. All right, actually now I need the trimmer still. So pick the paper that you want to work with for this project. I'm going to turn this here so you can kind of see where I'm working. I'm going to use this piece today, and I'm cutting this down at 3 inches. That way you can make 3 cards. You could use half of it on one card and half of another because these come 6 by 6. Now I only need this to be 4 1/4. And so depending on the paper, like this one, I'd probably cut more off the top. This one I'm gonna cut a little off the top and off the bottom. So in the end, I wanna end up with 4 1/4. So you just can, based on what the pattern of the paper you're using, you can cut it that way. So now this is 3 inches by 4 1/4. And now I'm going to make 3 1-inch strips. So cut 1, and then do a second cut. So now I've got 3 pieces. I'm going to set that aside. All right, so for this, I'm going to want to put this, I'm going to put these on here. So I like to just make sure that it fits on there. I have it in the right order just in case it got moved around. And I'm going to put just a little adhesive on each of the 3 strips on here. I always like to put some on the outside side, the left side and the right side, and then I just have it fill in the middle with what's left. Didn't want to do it upside down. All right. So here is the piece. Isn't that pretty? And pretty easy to do. I'm going to now take my ribbon. I got to show you. I bought a bunch of different clear containers for when I was when we moved in, and I found that these are actually great for your pantry, but they work great for ribbons. And so I have one ribbon, and actually they look great for my punches too. And so I'm using this punch here. So I thought I'd show you those because it's new to me that I'm able to use them in this way. I was like, I'm gonna grab these and bring them into my studio. I'm going to use this Petunia Pop ribbon. I'm always looking for better ways to organize my things, and I like that that's so portable. I can easily pull it off the shelf and bring it over to where I'm working. How would you like to store your ribbon? I'd love to hear. It's always fun to see what different people do. All right, I'm gonna put this over to the side, trim it off. Then I have a piece of bubble bath paper, just cardstock, that I'm gonna punch. So here we go. It's always fun to hear the names that they have with their stamping product. My family often will ask me, what stamping color is that, as we're out and about and see something a different color. They like to quiz me. All right, so I have a piece of bubble bath here, and I'm just gonna stamp. I use Thinking of You. I like Thinking of You for cards because I can use that for many different greetings or many different occasions. And I've been trying to really send a lot of cards out just as people come to mind. And so if you have a bunch of Thinking of You cards made up, then you are going to be more likely to actually send that out as you think of people. All right, I'm going to finish by just putting a couple dimensionals on the back. And then I'll just put it on here. Then I'm going to finish with just adding a couple of these dots. All right, here is my finished card. Actually, I don't want them to be the same height. Gotta move it. That would bug me. So here is the card. I also wanted to show you too, you know, I showed you that there's the second half of the paper. So this uses the left and the right side of the paper. So you can see that you can get 2 cards out of one of the pieces of Designer Series paper. Also, this one I chose to not put the greeting on. Sometimes I like to just do the greeting on the inside, or I'll wait and leave this blank until, actually I was gonna check my time. I was under 5 minutes, awesome. I like to just even have some that don't have a greeting, because then I could just, when I need a card, quickly I could put with sympathy or happy birthday or get well soon. And so it's nice to just have a few cards set aside where you don't have greetings on them, because you're much more likely to get those cards out in a timely manner if you've got some ready to go. So here is this week's 5-Minute Friday card. I hope you are getting time to create, and actually have a great Labor Day weekend. Hopefully you can have some good food and can be with some family and friends. Talk to you soon.